coming at you today from my car, which is parked at the top of the parking garage yet again because I just came back from the gym. I wasn't even planning on recording a podcast today, but here's what went down. I was feeling severely lazy at home. I almost did not make it to the gym, but then I was like, you know what? Let me push myself. Let me try to go. So I go to the gym. I get there. I get on the Stairmasters as usual, and it smells kind of funny there. I'm like, it usually doesn't smell, so why am I smelling this very strong odor? So I was like, whatever, it's the gym. People sweat, like, no judgment, it's whatever. I'll just get through my Stairmasters session and then go. So I did that, and then I cut it short because I was like, it's a little bit strong, it's getting to me. But there was no one, like, around me. It was just lingering there. Like, I was in that area alone, but it was like lingering right above the Stairmaster. So maybe it was me, but I don't think it was me, but maybe it was me. So I was like, okay, I've had enough of this. So 10 minutes later, I get off the Stairmasters and then I go to the treadmill. And while I'm on the treadmill, it's all good, but there are just so many thoughts going through my head, and I'm like, I want to talk about this on the podcast. I kind of just want to catch up, talk about life. My brain was just spewing out a bunch of thoughts that I wanted to talk about. So I wrote them down on my phone while I was on the treadmill. And then 10 minutes had passed and I was like, okay, I'm kind of over this. I'm just feeling very low energy today. Got off the treadmill. Then I was like, I'm going to go sit down in my hiding spot in the corner. And then maybe I will either leave or go attempt to do some weights. But when I sat down, it smelled again. I don't know what the stenches were in the gym today, but I was like, I've had enough of this, so I left early. 20 minutes at the gym, but it's fine. Also, every time I go to the gym, I always pass by this gigantic dumpster. It belongs to Home Depot because there's a Home Depot next to the gym. But I always pass by this dumpster, and every single day it is full of beautiful garden plants, just all thrown into the dumpster. Hundreds of them. And it makes me so sad because the plants are still very much alive, and there are, there all kinds of plants are in there. There's flowers, shrubbery, succulents, you name it. I mean, it just makes me sad. Sometimes I just want to go and rescue all of those plants and then start a garden of my own. It just crosses my mind literally every single time I come here. Anyways, kind of just wanted to give you guys some life updates. Starting off with last night. So it was like 12:30 a.m. and I was just on TikTok. I was trying to fall asleep. Lights were off. I was in bed. And when I was scrolling through TikTok, I came across someone's TikTok live, and it was Ollie. He's like besties with Miss Remy Ashton, Alicia Marie. By the way, those are my favorite YouTubers. I just love watching their vlogs, especially Remy. Like, I always watch Remy's vlogs. They just make me feel so comforted. Like, I love her vlogs. I love seeing her day to day. I love people's vlogs in general. Like, that's why I kind of want to start vlogging, because I love the comforting feeling watching vlogs brings me. Like, I can have them in the background, or I can watch them at the end of the day. And it's just super interesting to see how people live their day-to-day lives and all the different things they do. And that's kind of why I want to vlog too, or I want to get back into it, because I've attempted for multiple years and none of the times have worked out. And I think it's primarily because, well, there are two reasons. Number one, I lose my entire personality when I press record. I don't know why, okay? Like, no one will be there. I can even tell myself, like, I'm not going to upload this clip. It's just for my own sake. But the minute I press record, I lose all personality. I can't crack a joke. Like, I'm the most stoic, monotone person on the planet. So that was the number one issue with my vlogging. Number two, I feel like my life is just not that interesting. I mean, I basically work and then I gym if I have the will and energy, and then I go home and I eat dinner and then I sleep. So I don't do much. I feel like my life is just not exciting enough to keep people interested in watching my vlogs. But I did try vlogging the other day, but it was kind of depressing because I was like, I'm crying in half of the clips, okay? So nobody wants to see that. maybe I wouldn't make a good vlogger, but I haven't given up yet, so I'm still trying to do that. But sorry, that was a tangent. Love Miss Remy Ashton. Her friend, Ollie, was doing a TikTok live last night, and in his live, he was playing some Lana Del Rey music in the background, and I typed in the comments, "Are you going to Outside Lands to see Lana Del Rey?" And he was like, "Of course I am. Of course I'm going to see Lana," because he's the biggest Lana Del Rey stan ever. And I asked him that because I've been eyeing the Outside Lands festival tickets for the longest time. And if you don't know what Outside Lands is, it's a 3-day music festival held in San Francisco, and Lana Del Rey's going to be there. And I have been eyeing those tickets since they released the lineup, simply because I saw Lana Del Rey's name. But I also have been contemplating the price, because the 3-day pass was $500. And I was like, no way. I did not want to pay $500 to go to this, especially because I really wasn't going for all of the artists. I was primarily, Lana was on my radar, because Lana Del Rey came to Outside Lands maybe 6 or 7 years ago. All I remember was that I was in high school, and I was like, oh my gosh, I love her. I really want to go to Outside Lands, but I don't know, maybe I was too young to go. Maybe it was too expensive for me. I don't know. I just didn't end up going. I just remember thinking, I'm missing my opportunity to see Lana, but if she ever, in the slightest chance, comes back to Outside Lands, I will go and watch her. Fast forward 6 to 7 years later, here she is. Here is Lana on the lineup, and so I have been eyeing these tickets, and really the only thing holding me back was the $500. So I was thinking about it, and then boom, they sold out. And I was pretty close to saying yes to going, but by the time, I wouldn't have made up my mind by the time they sold out. So that happened, but they also had single day tickets. And I was like, at first I was like, I don't want the single day tickets, because if I'm going to go, might as well go for the 3 days. There were a few artists from each day that I wanted to listen to anyways. So I was like, you know what? I would just do the full thing. But since those sold out, I have been looking at the single day tickets, which were $250. So half the price for 1 day. But at least it wasn't $500. Contemplated that for a long time. Then I sort of forgot about it. And then after asking Ollie on his live if he was going, it really got me thinking about going to Outside Lands again, because just the spirit of Lana, Then I went back to the live, and then I was like, should I spend $250 on buying these tickets? And he was like, yes, of course. So you know what? Whatever. 12:30 a.m. I sat up in bed, pulled my credit card out. I bought the Lana Del Rey tickets. So now I'm going to see her in August. Super exciting. I seriously have wanted to watch her perform for so long. I'm going alone. I have not coordinated going to the festival with anyone, so we'll see how that goes. But you guys know I am on my meeting new people / doing things alone little journey here. Definitely daunting to go to a whole music festival alone, but I don't know, if things go wrong, I guess I can, we're not even going to think about that. We're not going to think about it. We'll think about it when the time comes. But yeah, got my Outside Lands tickets, super excited, and I have quite a few concerts coming up too. I'm going to see Joji, which is low-key going to be traumatizing for certain reasons, but he is one of my favorite artists, so I'm going to go see Joji. I'm super excited for that. Also, my friend wanted to go see Daniel Caesar, so I got tickets to that. Blackpink in your area. Their tickets were also crazy expensive. Honestly, I think I paid more for them than Outside Lands, but we don't need to think about that. The damage has been done. Who else? I am not normally attending concerts this frequently. It's just that everybody happens to be performing in August / September, so you know what? I'm just gonna go. I'm also not usually one to splurge this much, but I feel like this this moment in time in my life is kind of just YOLO. You know what I mean? I'm just YOLOing it and just buying things. And I feel like money is a whole topic I could get into another time. But excited to see them. I also have Ed Sheeran coming up. His tickets I bought like a year ago. I've always been a really big Ed Sheeran fan because his music capabilities, so good. Fun fact, I met Ed Sheeran twice, and one of the times he gave me a piggyback ride. LMAO. Sometimes I look at that picture and I cringe a little bit, like me, a 14-year-old, being like, hey, piggyback ride picture, woo, not gonna think about it. But we got Ed Sheeran on our agenda, and then I am trying to go see Taylor Swift, but we all know how crazy difficult it is to secure a ticket to her concert, so I'm like, it's fine if I don't go. But yeah, let me know if you listen to any of those artists, or if you plan to see any of them in concert, because that would be super cool. It'd be even cooler if we went to the same concert. I've really just been trying to fill up my calendar and have things that I can look forward to, so it should be exciting. It's going to be a long weekend. This episode's going to come out on the 4th of July, but I'm filming this the Thursday before the weekend comes up. So it's going to be a long weekend. We have Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to take Monday off, and then Tuesday is the 4th of July. I really wanted to make plans this weekend. I wanted to go out and just chill with my friends and have fun and distract my brain a little bit. But unfortunately, the one plan that I made fell through, and I'm really sad, but I totally get it. One of my friends has to prepare for an interview because she's doing a job interview, so I hope all goes well for her. But I'm a little bit bummed that I'm not taking advantage of this long weekend. Maybe it's an opportunity for me to focus on more solo activities. I mean, I've been putting a lot of things off, a lot of my hobbies off, a lot of things that I've wanted to get done, I've just been putting off because of life. And I kind of want to use that time to maybe hop back onto the grind. I kind of want to get my small business up and running again. There are just a few things I want to work on, but mentally not sure if I am. I don't know. It's been a hard week, so I was like, maybe I just need to go out and be surrounded by happy people and happy things. So we'll see what happens, but I'm sad that they fell through. On another note, you know how I made that episode about meeting new people and trying to put myself out there? Well, I'm very, very, very slowly trying to do that. It all started with Facebook. So there are these Facebook groups that are like new grad / girls in your early 20s. If you want to make friends in this area, join this group. There are quite a few of those. So I had started to join them, and I'm just seeing a lot of people make posts and introduce themselves and, hang out with each other. And I thought that was super interesting. Like, I think it's super interesting that people are becoming friends through this Facebook group. And then I also saw this TikTok of this girl in my city, and she was like, hey, I'm hosting this event. For any of you girlies who want to join, just message me, join the Slack channel, and then you can meet new people. So I messaged her, and then she gave me the link to the Slack channel. And there are so many people in their early 20s in this group trying to make friends, and they're all planning fun hangouts in the city and everything. And I just think that's so nice. Like, I didn't realize there was an online community, such an online niche community specifically for girls in their early 20s in my city, trying to make friends. I just thought it was all through like Bumble BFF or it has to be organic or something. But no, I found these groups, and I think they're super exciting, and everybody seems so welcoming. And I have yet to introduce myself in the Slack channel, but I did make progress. I finally, for the first time in like 5 years, have a profile picture for my social media. It only took probably 100 selfies or so, but I got to one picture that I like, and I put it on my Slack profile. I am so lame, but I'm actually so happy that I have a profile picture set up now, because for so long I've just hated putting pictures of myself on the internet. So I'm really happy that I have a photo that I sort of like that I can use as a profile picture, because that was my first goal. I need a profile picture in order to make an introduction post, or else I'm gonna be faceless, you know what I mean? So now my next goal is to make that first post and also to start an Instagram for myself, like a personal Instagram, because everybody introduces themselves on Slack and then they share their Instagram handle so that they can continue the conversation on Instagram. I guess it's something that I'm nervous about, but I'm also excited about it. Even taking a simple selfie got me excited, because I'm like, I can use this picture now. I don't have to be faceless to the rest of the world. Another side note, after joining these group chats on Facebook and Slack, I have noticed that almost everybody shares very similar hobbies. Like, everybody's introduction contains tennis or pickleball. And I'm like, where did these interests come from? Because recently, I've also started seeing a lot of TikToks on pickleball, and I'm just confused. Like, is pickleball the new sport, or am I like missing out on something? I haven't heard of pickleball until recently, and I don't play tennis, but it seems like everybody is playing tennis and pickleball these days, which pickleball looks fun. I'm not sure if I'm a tennis girl, but I'll try pickleball. Wow, I'm just spewing through random topics here. I also kind of just wanted to talk about my mental health recently, because, you know, it's been a whirlwind of a few months, and I feel like I've come to some sort of realization a few days ago. So, to preface this, for the past 2 weeks, I have been feeling awful. Like, I have been crying every day. I've been feeling just super hurt. And then I saw something, or actually my friend showed me something that just really triggered the pain that I was feeling. And I really don't want to get into it, but I will just say that it really opened some wounds for me as I was in my healing girl process. And the week was already hard. So I was just having a horrible, difficult week where all I felt was like hurt. But after my friend showed me that and sort of reopened my wound a little bit, and I had a few days to sit on it and just sulk, there was one point where I was like, you know, I think it was, I was going to the gym and I had my AirPods in my backpack. And I remember thinking, maybe I should leave my AirPods at home because I don't want to lose them just in case. Like, I can bring my headphones instead, so maybe I'll leave my AirPods at home. And the reason I wanted to leave my AirPods at home was because I didn't want to risk the chance of losing them, because somebody that I used to care about so much got me those AirPods. And that was also the person who, you know, that was also the reason why I was sobbing and very hurt that week. But then I was like, wait. I had a real moment to myself where I was just like, wait. These past months have been, at times, insufferable. These past 2 weeks have been extremely hurtful. And what my friends showed me over the weekend really just solidified the fact that I am the equivalent of like a piece of garbage. Like, I just felt so fucking meaningless and completely like no fucks given. So basically, after feeling so hurt and then thinking about the AirPods and like, wait, I don't want to lose them just in case, I was like, why the fuck am I wasting all of my time and my energy wanting to save these AirPods, wanting to stay connected to this person in some way, checking their social media? Why the fuck would I do any of that for someone who had the capacity to hurt me in that degree and not give any shits at all? Why the fuck am I expending all of my energy and my pain and my thoughts on someone who absolutely fucking destroyed me. You know, I mean, it hurts and you can't control that. But I feel like I needed to tell myself that and just be real with myself and be like, why the fuck am I spending so much fucking time hurting and crying and losing sleep and not doing anything with my life because someone played me? Why am I wasting my fucking time? Why care? Why does it matter if that person doesn't give two shits about me, you know? Like, it doesn't. And it's hard to process those thoughts, but sometimes I need to talk some sense into myself because I get caught up in feeling all the hurt. And, you know, there was someone on TikTok who said, don't even think about them. Don't ask why. Don't question the outcome. The disrespect was the closure. And I feel like for a long time I lost sight of that. But I just wanted to point out that I hit some sort of milestone of realizing that. Why give all my energy and my power to someone who doesn't care about me at all? So I feel like I need to give myself a pat on the back for finally, I guess, getting to the point where I can think about that and actually feel some sort of empowerment towards that. Like, not being like, it's true, but it doesn't matter because I'm still going to be sad. Like, I finally feel like a little bit better about that. And, you know, this feeling might not last forever, but you know what? I reached this point. That sort of sums up the different points that I wanted to talk about today on the pod. I think I'm going to head home now and eat some Costco pizza for dinner. So thank you guys for listening, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.